Good evening, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and tonight, what we're going to cover tonight is the EM dash. Okay? And there is a difference between the EM dash and the EN dash. That's because the EM dash is actually longer than the EN dash. Okay. But before I cover all this, I'm probably one of the rare few YouTube personalities on the YouTube platform that will never go, oh, please, 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 please like my video. And if you would be ever so kind as to subscribe to my channel, which will cause all my videos to be shared all over the platform. Let me tell you something. That ain't going to work. And I'll tell you why. Because YouTube cannot determine what they need to determine, which is whether my videos are keeping you guys on their platform by the use of the like buttons and the subscribe buttons. Okay? Now, why do these people tell you this? Well, number one, it extends the watch time on their videos, which I'll tell you a little later why that would have an effect. But anyway, the other thing is that the like button itself, you could flip through things all day long, just go like. It's not going to tell YouTube anything, okay? Now, as for the subscribe button, that's a little different story. Have you noticed that when you hit the subscribe button now, this little menu pops up and it sets your bell notifications? There you go. That's why they're telling you that. Now, the bell notifications might tell YouTube something about how popular your channel is, and they might want to share your videos because of it. Okay? But what will cause YouTube to share your videos? Well, there are two things you can... Well, first of all, if people like you who are watching these videos right now were to copy the URL of the video and share it on a different social media platform like Facebook, what used to be Twitter, now is X, Gab, you got Truth Social, Instagram, Threads, whatever you want to share it on, that would get your video shared more. Okay? Number two, when you increase the watch time of the video, then YouTube gets an indication that people are actually watching the whole thing and not just watching bits or pieces and jump cutting through everything in your video. So that is a good indication. The other thing you could do, okay, is you can leave very nice comments in the comments section below. And what that tells them is you were engaged, you watched, you replied, you really liked the content that you were watching, and that helps your ratings as well. So really what you really want to do if you want to increase, if you want to motivate YouTube to share your videos more often, watch the videos all the way through. Well, not you, but I mean your audience needs to watch the videos all the way through, increasing the watch time of every single one of your videos, or have them leave the nice comments in the comment section below so that YouTube can see for themselves that, gee, this is a video we want to share all over the platform. And there you go. And another thing I need to mention real quick before we resume our video is that I have published 5 Kindle books. They're $5 a piece. If you want a copy of any of these Kindle books, just leave me a comment in the comment section below and I'll send you a hyperlink to my latest book, which you now can see on the screen. And then from there you can find my other 4 Kindle books, and there will be more Kindle books coming soon. It's all up to you. Buy them and let me know what you think about them. Alright, on to the video. Alright, let's go on here. So what is the big deal about the EM dash? And in order to understand why the EM dash is so important, we have to dive into printing history. The first printing press was comprised of metal letters created by cast molds. These letters would have to be placed individually on a printing press in a backwards order. That was indeed a cumbersome task. But the task became even more cumbersome when you considered what happened when the text was printed. All the metal letters had to be removed from the printing press and returned to the boxes that they were stored in. Well, this all changed when there was a guy by the name of Otmar Mergenthaler, I guess. If I mispronounce it, please forgive me. This guy here, and his name will be in the description box below, he created something called the linotype machine. This machine had a component that would release a mold for every letter that an operator typed. Once the molds were placed together, liquid metal was poured into the molds. This invention would eventually lead to the creation of the EM Dash. I have a web article. It's down here in the description box below. Now, no one knows for certain when the first EM Dash was used, but we do know that the EM Dash had to be the same length as the capital letter M. That's right. So EM, the M in it, stood for the length of the EM Dash. So now that we know some history about the EM Dash, we need to know how to use the EM Dash. Well, if you need to create a pause in your text, feel free to use the EM Dash. That's because the EM Dash is stronger than the comma, but not as strong as the period. Can this dash be used in other ways? Well, of course it can. An EM Dash can also be used to replace a parentheses, and it also has other uses you could research for yourself. But how do you create an EM Dash? Well, you could use a word processor, or you could use a very special HTML code. It's from the Unicode 8. Okay? And we'll get into that in a future video, probably tonight. Okay? So, they have a key. I'm going to show you this. To create the EM Dash, you're going to use the ampersand. Okay? M-D-A-S-H. Just like that. That's from Unicode. And I'll explain Unicode in a future video. Okay? Or you can discover some other fancy way to create an EM Dash, because there's plenty of ways to do it. Alright. That's all I got for you for this particular video. I'd like for you to stay tuned for yet another video.